If you keep procrastinating, it's not because you're lazy, it's because you don't understand how your brain works. Most people never finish anything because they wait for motivation, when motivation is the most unstable thing in the world. Today I'm going to show you the real science behind focus and how a 5-minute method can break the cycle of postponing absolutely everything. But I warn you, this method works only if you stop lying to yourself. Part 1. The uncomfortable truth about procrastination. Procrastination is not a lack of discipline, it's your brain's reaction to stress, uncertainty, or fear of failure. You don't postpone because you can't, you postpone because your brain convinces you that tomorrow will be better, when in reality tomorrow you'll be just as weak. Your brain seeks immediate pleasure and avoids discomfort. If you don't control it, it becomes your master. Part 2. The 5-minute method. 1. Choose one ridiculously small task. If you say, I'm going to study for 2 hours, your brain sabotages you. But if you say, just 5 minutes, the brain doesn't activate resistance. The key: a microscopic task. 2. Activate the timer. 5 minutes, not a second more, not a second less. This destroys the mental excuse of, I'll start later. 3. The scientific effect. Cognitive momentum. Once you start, your brain releases dopamine from progress. Explain how this pushes you to continue beyond the 5 minutes. The hard part isn't working, the hard part is starting. If after 5 minutes you want to stop, you can. But 9 out of 10 times, you won't. You'll have beaten your own brain. Part 3. The science behind the method. 1. The brain is designed to save energy. The human brain consumes up to 20% of your total energy, even though it's only 2% of your body. When it detects long or complex tasks, it activates energy-saving mechanisms: resistance, avoidance, distraction. Your brain doesn't care if you succeed, it cares about helping you survive while spending the least energy possible. 2. The amygdala versus the prefrontal cortex. The amygdala is the part of the brain that detects threats, real or imagined. When it sees difficult tasks, it sends signals that generate stress and avoidance. The prefrontal cortex, responsible for focus, planning, and discipline, temporarily shuts down. Every time you say, I'll do it later, it's not you, it's your amygdala making decisions for you. 3. Micro-action equals micro-threat. The 5-minute method works because it reduces the task to a level that does not activate the threat response. 5 minutes don't create fear, they don't trigger stress, they don't activate resistance. It's a way to hack the primitive brain using modern logic. 4. The Zeigarnik effect. Your brain hates unfinished tasks. Psychologist Bluma Zeigarnik discovered that incomplete tasks stay active in the mind. By starting for 5 minutes, you create an open loop your brain wants to close. This increases the probability of continuing beyond the initial time. Once you start, your mind pushes you forward, it doesn't hold you back. 5. Dopamine from progress, not perfection. The brain releases dopamine when it detects progress, even tiny progress. You don't need to finish the task to feel motivated, you just need to start moving. The method activates this reward circuit early and repeatedly. Dopamine doesn't show up before you start, it shows up once you're already in motion. 6. The law of inertia, human version, Newton's law adapted to behavior. A body at rest tends to stay at rest. A body in motion tends to stay in motion. The challenge is not working, it's getting started. The 5 minutes create the initial momentum your brain won't create on its own. 7. The identity cycle. Every small action is a vote toward the identity you want to build. When you do 5 minutes, you reinforce the identity of someone who starts. When you procrastinate, you train your brain to reinforce the identity of someone who avoids. The method changes who you believe you are, not just what you do. Part 4. How to apply the method to any area. This method works for studying, the gym, building a business, entrepreneurship, or personal finance. If it works for small tasks, it works for your entire life. Part 5. The mistake that destroys this method. If you try to do it perfectly, you ruin it. The key is not intensity, but daily consistency. Choose 5 minutes every day instead of 2 hours once and 6 days of guilt. If you want to stop being a slave to your impulses, start today. Not tomorrow, not when you feel ready. Set a 5-minute timer and do it. Your entire life can change with the first minute. If this video helped you, leave a comment saying, "I decide to start," turn on the notifications, and share this video with someone who also procrastinates.